Agriculture has this year received a beating following poor rains compounded by the fall armyworm infestation that began in West Africa through to Southern Africa and now in East Africa. However, the African Union Commission is optimistic that the sector will recover once countries begin to address the gaps through use of empirical data from both their respective ministries of agriculture and the National Bureau of Statistics.
We at the African Union Commission are supporting African member states to revise, update, or formulate new national agriculture investment plans which integrate the Malabo commitments in them. The African Development Bank, on the other hand, does have resources. So what we are discussing with the African Development Bank is to say, make sure that the countries that are requesting for support from you to finance their plans have already done this domestication of the Malabo Declaration.
So the question whether we can feed ourselves, I think is yes, but we have to do the right things. You know, we have to do the right things. Even if we are increasing production, but we cannot have circulation of this increased production within our countries, let alone across our countries through regional trade, then there's a problem there. If we are producing and half of what a farmer produces goes to waste, we have a problem there. So we need to look at putting policies, infrastructure that can help promote transformation of produce, conservation of produce, so that we don't have this wastage.
Member states were asked to leverage on the youth to boost productivity through innovation, as well as tackle poverty and unemployment.
Demographic dividends of African youth. And we know that most of our farmers are old. So we need to renew a new type of business, doing agriculture, and modern agriculture in Africa. And this modern agriculture passes through the youth. And those are the youth, those are the people that we need to build capacity so that they can become entrepreneurs, so that they can have their own farm activity, their own business, and improve their livelihood. Private sector in Africa is our youth. They are active, very active, and they can become the strong private sector we need to see in Africa.
Countries have also been urged to develop seed policies that address availability and accessibility of high-yielding seed varieties to farmers.
Of the seeds to the farmers. So I think if we encourage our countries to all have this, it's the first step towards making it available. So I think if we encourage that, then we can also encourage perhaps the government's looking at how to improve this variety and local indigenous seed varieties through hybrid programs and so on. Otherwise, we might find ourselves in a situation where there are other voices that crowd the space, and we get the seeds that are genetically modified, and where studies have shown that farmers use these seeds one season, they cannot use the seeds the next season. They will have to buy new seeds. So you are promoting the market of a big business somewhere.
The Malabo Declaration impresses upon member states to commit to spend 10% of the national budgets on the agriculture subsector. Judith Akolo, Channel 1 Business.